What if you could see tomorrow walking toward you? What if deadlines literally chased you? And what if your life looked like a glowing timeline floating right in front of your eyes? Right now, we can see space, we can see color, we can see motion. But time? Time is invisible. We only feel it passing by. So today, let us break reality and ask a really dangerous question. What if humans could actually see time? Right now, human vision works in 3 dimensions: height, width, and depth. It's how we perceive everything around us. But physicists say reality actually has 4 dimensions. And that 4th one? It's time. Einstein's theory of relativity tells us that time isn't some constant ticking clock. It's a physical part of our universe. It can slow down near massive objects like planets and speed up in the emptiness of space. So technically, time is already a physical thing. We just don't have the biological upgrade to see it. Think of it like Wi-Fi. It's everywhere, all around you, but without a device to connect to it, it's completely invisible. Our eyes just aren't the right device. So if we did get that upgrade, what would we even be looking at? Scientists and philosophers have kicked around a few wild ideas. The first theory imagines time as a flowing river. You might see it as a stream of light, constantly flowing forward, carrying everything with it. The past would be a series of dim, fading trails behind you, like the wake of a boat. The future would be a bright, shimmering set of branching paths up ahead. And the present? That's simply the spot where you're standing in the river. Every single decision you make could split the river into new streams. Are you going to choose coffee or tea this morning? Boom, 2 new glowing timelines just appeared in front of you. Talk about unlocking multiverse anxiety. The second theory is even weirder. Time is color. Some physicists suggest time could appear like heat signatures. Fast-moving time, like out in deep space, might glow a bright red or even white. Slow-moving time, like near a supermassive black hole, would appear a cool blue or even dark. This means that if you were to look at a black hole, time would look almost completely frozen. It would literally look like the universe just hit the pause button in that one specific spot. Okay, so let's get real. If this happened, our daily lives would become absolute chaos. It would get so weird. Think about deadlines. You would literally see them approaching you like glowing monsters from the future. Procrastination would just cease to exist. You could ignore that essay you have due because it would be screaming at you from next Friday. And what about relationships? This is where it gets messy. Imagine going on a first date and seeing exactly how long the relationship will last. You'd be sitting there thinking, oh wow, this ends in 3 weeks. It would be emotionally devastating. On the other hand, what about marriage? You might see a beautiful, long, glowing timeline stretching out for decades. Nice, we've got 40 years left together. Is that romantic? Definitely. Is it also terrifying? Absolutely. And here's a funny thought. You'd probably see people with expired time labels. You know how you sometimes meet someone who just feels done with life? Well, you'd actually see it. Their timeline might be faded or flickering out. On the flip side, your grandma would literally sparkle with this slow, peaceful, gentle light, her time moving gracefully. This is where things get really heavy. If you can see your future, can you even change it? This question brings us to the debate over free will. The block universe theory is one perspective some physicists hold. It suggests that the past, present, and future all exist simultaneously. Time isn't flowing. It's a fixed block, like a DVD. You're just a character watching your part of the movie play out. In this scenario, seeing time wouldn't change a thing. You'd just have spoilers for your own life. You'd know the ending before it happens. And honestly, that's a terrifying thought. But there's another possibility. Maybe seeing time is what allows you to change it. This is similar to a concept in quantum physics, where the very act of observing a particle changes its behavior. So, by seeing your future, you might be able to actively rewrite your own destiny. You'd see a bad outcome approaching and just sidestep it. Congratulations, you are now a walking, talking paradox. Now let's scale this up to society. How would this ability affect crime, war, and even heroism? For crime, the impact would be huge. Criminals would literally glow with their future consequences. You'd see prison bars hovering over a would-be thief before they even steal anything. The crime rate would probably drop to 0 overnight. Who would risk it when their punishment is visible to everyone? Then you have heroes. Some people would be able to see disasters before they happen. They'd see the timeline of a building collapsing, a car accident about to occur, or even earthquakes and wars on the horizon. They would basically be Doctor Strange, but without the cool cape and magic. Of course, governments would immediately want to control these people. Imagine the power of knowing what your enemy will do next. Netflix would make at least 7 seasons about the chaos that would ensue. But here's the big problem, the truth we have to face. Seeing time might actually destroy our happiness. The element of surprise would vanish. The mystery of life would be gone. Hope itself would become a measurable quantity instead of a feeling. You'd know when you're going to fail. You'd know when you're going to get sick. And you'd know exactly when you're going to die. That's an incredibly heavy price to pay for this superpower. Maybe it's a blessing, not a limitation. So perhaps the real superpower isn't seeing time, but living in it, moment by moment. Not knowing how long the good times will last is exactly what makes them so precious. Because if we could see time, if we could measure out our lives in glowing lines, we might get so caught up in watching the clock that we forget to truly live. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this thought experiment, make sure to like and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.